Hello, my name's Hannah Fleming and I'm doing this video so you guys at God TV can find out a bit more about me. I am 22 years old. I am studying events management at Plymouth University. I'm just about to finish. Yay! I come from a really small town called Swanage, which is about 2.5 hours drive away from here. It's on the coast. It's just like Plymouth actually, but it's just quite a bit smaller. And that's, I think, one of the reasons I chose Plymouth to come to for the university, was that it was like home, right by the coast, great countryside nearby. It was just so much bigger and was a bit more things happening there. I grew up in a great Christian household. I had such a great upbringing, I think, and we had a pretty cool church. They always encouraged us to do Bible story reenactments, and we were doing dances and playing music, and it was just incredible. I think I have a really good experience of church sort of as a child. Music, absolutely love music. As well with church helped it as well. They always encouraged us to play instruments and things. I grew up on the piano and the recorder. They don't play the recorder anymore, unfortunately. And then got to middle school and I really wanted to play the violin, but my dad wanted me to do the bassoon, so we made a compromise and I did both. The bassoon is like humongous and really heavy, not an ideal for a kid who has to walk to school. But I carried on with the violin, and I was in a quartet, and then one day the lady that was running it said, "Oh, because you're the biggest with the biggest arms, could you play the viola?" Which is like it's one up from a violin, sounds a lot nicer, sounds like a cello, but you hold it in your arms. It's pretty cool. And so I said, yeah, all right then, go on then. And so I did that, and because not many people play the viola, I managed to get into Dorset Youth Orchestra, which was pretty cool. Well, I've played at the Royal Albert Hall twice with them. Also picked up the guitar recently, though, because my mum happened to have like 5 or 6 guitars just always lying around the house. I always played a little bit, but then after I started coming to church a lot more, and joined in with the worship group at the church I'm at now, I thought actually it'd be quite good to just have the guitar to play along. So I play that now a lot more, which is pretty cool. Yeah, my church life or Christian life, as I said already, I had a great upbringing, and it wasn't as if I ever went away from it, but when I was about 15, sort of for a couple years, I decided I didn't want to do it anymore, or I didn't want to go to church. I still would have classified myself as a Christian, but I just didn't want to do the church thing anymore because the church we were at had moved away, which was a bit of a bummer, but yeah. So I wasn't going at all, and then I went to uni and I didn't have any friends who were Christian, so it was quite difficult. So I just sort of stopped a bit. I mean, I'd go to church when we went home to the new church that my parents were at, but then with my placement year, because I was living back home, I ended up going with my parents a lot more, and actually thought, I understood a lot more now I was a bit older, so I thought, okay, I'll go back when I move back to Plymouth. So I live in Plymouth full time now, and was trying to find a church over last summer, and my mum said, which one are you going to go to? I've looked online, there's quite a few, this one. I was like, oh, I don't know. So she said, how about you speed date all the churches? Which I thought was quite hilarious. And I live at the top of Greenbank Road, and St Jude's is at the bottom, and I thought, oh, it's the closest one, I'll try that one. And that was August, and I haven't actually gone on to the second church yet. I absolutely love St Jude's. I'm involved in so much, Girls Brigade, I've got a house group, I've gone to midweeker quite a lot, and that's full of sort of older ladies and gentlemen, and they're absolutely lovely. And the first time I walked in, one lady said to me, are you lost? And I said, no, I want to be here. And she sort of looked at me because, bless them, they're all a lot older, and I was the only young person there. They love me there now, and I always make the joke that I'm emotionally sort of 40 to 60 or something, because I love Radio 4, I love drinking tea out of a teapot, I love books and things like that, and they find me quite hilarious, and they're good fun too. Yeah, I do. I've been involved in the worship group, as I said already, mornings and evenings, and that's really good fun. Play the guitar and sing there, and it's just really good. So I would really like to work for God TV, because having recently worked for the Revival Alert and Consecration Service, working on the inbound call centre and volunteering for the pavilions, I just see what incredible stuff's going on there, and it's just the amount of people that you're getting to. I mean, you know, it's global, and to be able to be a part of something like that would just be incredible. I mean, I've done my degree in events, and that's been all very well. I've learnt some great skills, and my experiences have been just fantastic. I really thank God for letting me choose Plymouth, because I don't think I would have been able to do it anywhere else. But I don't just want to organise parties. I want to be involved in something that's doing good, and doing God's work across the city, across England, and across the world. And hopefully you'll think I'm a suitable candidate to work for God TV, because I'd really love to be given the opportunity to come and be involved. Have a nice day. Bye bye.